What if one simple ditch could end your drought problem and stop your yard from flooding? No pump, pipe, no money. Just a shovel and 30 minutes of work. This technique has been used for over 2,000 years. Ancient civilizations built entire cities in the desert using it. And right now, it is quietly banned or restricted in 12 US states. Why? Stay with me. Because what I'm about to show you changes everything about how you think about rain. Today, we're talking about contour swales. A swale is just a shallow ditch. But this is not any ditch. This one is dug perfectly level along your land's natural curves. And when rain falls, instead of running away, it stops. It just sits there. And then slowly, quietly, it disappears into the ground. That's the magic. And that's exactly what big agriculture walked away from. Here's something that should scare you. America is losing topsoil at an alarming rate. The USDA estimates the US loses about 1.7 billion tons of topsoil every single year. That's not a typo. 1.7 billion tons gone, washed away by rain runoff, blown away by wind. Topsoil is the dark, rich stuff where your food actually grows. It takes nature about 500 years to build just 1 inch of it. We're destroying it in a single season. And here's the painful part. When rain hits bare or compacted soil, it doesn't sink in. It runs, it picks up speed, it picks up dirt, and it carries that precious topsoil straight into creeks, rivers, and storm drains. Then a dry week hits, and your garden, your field, your lawn dies because all that water is gone. It never soaked in. This is the cycle killing American soil, and farmers are watching it happen in slow motion. Thousands of years ago, before concrete, before plastic pipes, before city engineers, people figured out how to stop this. They didn't fight the rain. They caught it. They dug shallow ditches along the side of a hill, not down it, not straight, level, perfectly level, following the natural shape of the land, what we call the contour. When rain fell, water ran downhill until it hit the ditch. Then it stopped. It couldn't go anywhere. It just sat there, filling the ditch. And while it sat, it sank, slowly, deeply into the earth below. This is a contour swale, and it doesn't cost a single dollar to build. Just a shovel, a water level, or a simple app on your phone in a few hours. That's it. That is the whole secret. You want proof this works? Let's go back in time. The Nabateans, they lived in Petra, that city carved into rose-red rock in the middle of the Jordan Desert. No river, almost no rain. But they had a population of 30,000 people, thriving in a desert. How? They built an incredibly advanced system of channels, cisterns, and catchment areas. Every drop of rain was captured and directed underground. They created a hidden aquifer beneath the desert. That city was fed by ancient water engineering. The Incas built their civilization on steep Andean slopes that should have been impossible to farm. They cut terraces into the mountains, flat steps with water-slowing features built in. Millions of people fed. Zero topsoil lost. The rice terraces of Yunnan province are over 2,500 years old. Families still farm them today. The Zai pits of the Sahel region. Small holes dug in cracked, dry ground. Barren wasteland turns back into productive farmland. Every single example is the same idea. Stop the water. Let it sink. Build the soil. Feed people. This is not theory. This is history. In the 1950s, a man named P.A. Yeomans in Australia looked at his dry, degraded farmland and asked one question. Where does the water go? He designed something called keyline design, a whole system of farming based on reading the natural landscape and building swales to hold water in the right places. Farmers who used his method transformed dead land into lush, productive farms, without irrigation, without expensive equipment. Bill Mollison picked it up and built it into what we now call permaculture. Today, there are thousands of farmers, homesteaders, and backyard gardeners worldwide using contour swales, and many of them will tell you the same thing. It changed their land completely. When rain hits your land and runs downhill, it moves fast. Fast water erodes. Fast water carries away soil. Fast water floods your driveway, your street, your neighbor's yard. But when water hits a level ditch, a swale, it slows down. It stops moving. And still water does something amazing. It infiltrates. That means it seeps into the ground. By holding water in one spot for hours, sometimes days, you force infiltration to happen even in poor soil. Over time, the soil structure changes. Earthworms come. Microbes multiply. Roots go deeper. And the soil gets better at absorbing water every single year. Water moves sideways and upward through tiny spaces in soil. So water stored deep below a swale slowly spreads outward and upward, feeding plant roots even during dry spells. Plants downhill from a swale stay greener, longer. That underground reservoir you built, that's free irrigation. Okay, let's get practical. How do you actually build one? Step 1, read your land. Walk outside after a heavy rain. Watch where the water flows. Step 2, find the contour line. You can find it with an A-frame level, 2 sticks and a string with a weight hanging down. Or use a free app on your phone or a line level on a string. Walk across the slope, keeping the level bubble centered, and mark the ground as you go. Step 3, dig along that line. Make a shallow ditch, 6 to 12 inches deep, 12 to 24 inches wide. Put the dirt on the downhill side to make a small berm. The berm catches even more water and becomes your planting bed. Plant fruit trees or shrubs on the berm. Step 4, let rain do the rest. You don't need to do anything else. One swale is great. Multiple swales stacked down a slope. That is a water harvesting system that can transform dry land into something extraordinary. You don't need a degree. You don't need a permit for a small backyard swale. You just need a shovel and a few free hours. $0. Now let's count what it gives you. Rainwater captured and stored underground for free. Topsoil protected from erosion forever. Plants that stay alive during dry periods without irrigation bills. Reduced flooding in your yard. Improved soil biology every single year. Better crop and garden yields. And over time, if enough people do this in a neighborhood or a watershed, less runoff, less downstream flooding, cleaner streams, restored aquifers. This single technique, this $0 ditch, could change the water cycle of an entire region. A small backyard swale is not banned anywhere in the US. You can dig one this weekend, but large-scale earthworks are regulated. And in 12 states, including parts of Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, and several western states, those regulations can be extremely strict. Water rights law in the American West is ancient and fierce. In many western states, water belongs to whoever got there first. Your neighbor downstream may have a legal right to the water that flows off your land. In Colorado, you need a permit to collect rainwater in a barrel, though that law was partially relaxed. In states like Utah and Arizona, large-scale water diversion without a water right is illegal. Large earthworks can change drainage patterns. They can affect wetlands. They can impact neighboring properties. Big agriculture and city planners have designed our entire landscape around fast water removal. Swales do the opposite. They hold water on the land. And that challenges a whole system of permits, water rights, infrastructure, and corporate interests. Go outside this weekend, walk your property. Watch where water moves. Start small. Dig one level ditch. Plant something on the downhill berm. And watch what happens after the next rainstorm. You'll see the ditch fill. You'll watch it slowly disappear into the ground. And in 2 weeks, when your neighbors' gardens are wilting, yours will still be green because you built an underground water bank for free. Ancient knowledge that fed empires. Share this video with anyone who grows food or is worried about water, because this isn't just a gardening trick. This is how we start fixing the land, one ditch at a time. I'm from $2 Fix. And we'll see you in the next one.